Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I have with me one big beautiful American motorcycle, the Indian FTR 1200. Now I thought in my head that I wanted to ride this motorcycle back, I think 3 years back, something like that, when it first came and when I first saw this motorcycle, and I wanted to ride it, but I couldn't because it was too tall. Now, this very specific type of motorcycle is for the Americans. Well, most of the people that are going to ride these motorcycles are Americans because, well, American. So usually they are taller, but this model this year, well, I think in the recent month, let's say 2 to 3 months, they gave us this beautiful motorcycle for lower people, for people who doesn't have the height for everything, for the everyday, and they are not very American. So I'm not the tallest. I'm not even sure how to say it in your schematics, but I'm 164. So that's pretty low. But I've handled myself and I rode this motorcycle, and I wanted to share my thoughts of how is it to ride this new beautiful motorcycle and what my experience was. So where do I start from? Let's start with the wheels and the outside. So on the back, as we can see, we have a number plate holder. I think this very part looks pretty heavy. So if it was me, I would have got rid of it. Maybe there are holes up here and do something about it, because I think that this very part is beautiful, it's wonderful, but it makes the whole back feels maybe a little bit heavier than it should be. This very model comes with an Akrapovic. Here we have all the models, all the information, which makes this wonderful motorcycle sounds like not heaven, something close to it. Because you, as a rider, you would like to have your motorcycle looks good, feels good, and sounds good, and it does all of it. What about the rest? So a complaint that I must make, and I didn't make in my language because I forgot all about it. The side stand is located in a very, very weird position. Maybe it's for, I don't know, maybe taller people, maybe someone with longer legs. But the place where the stand located, once it flips up, flips down, whatever, it comes over here. Now my leg usually while riding is over here, and when I want to flip the side stand, it makes the whole experience pretty difficult, because it comes from the side of here, and there is a specific angle. So if you are going to buy this motorcycle, please note that this is a very annoying part. What else? So the mirrors probably are going to need to be replaced, because those are the very, very basic mirrors you could find on any motorcycle 20-30 years ago. But that's pretty much sums the cheapness of this motorcycle. Everything else is awesome, really. The fork is adjustable, it's upside down. It looks beautiful, it feels beautiful, it drives beautiful, sounds beautiful. The brakes are really, really nice and strong, as for a Brembo, if you already know or didn't know. Over here we have 1200cc with 120 horsepower. So this motorcycle rides and feels good. What else? Another complaint that I must make before turning on the LCD and letting you hear the sound of this motorcycle. So the lid for the fuel. This is very annoying. Usually in motorcycles in the recent years, if you have a fuel pump or fuel, whatever how you call this part, it just clips up like a book and then you can just fill your everything you need, like every fuel that you have to. But no, with this very motorcycle, you flip it on the left and you take it from the motorcycle. Now, you don't want to leave it over here because you don't want to have fuel on your seat. You don't want to leave it over here because it might fall and bang your fuel cap. Maybe here, maybe here. No, there is no place for it. And let's say you are going to fuel it in fueling station, pumping station, whatever. You might miss it, someone might steal it, I don't know. I don't like the idea of having this fuel pump like that. So that's something you should take in consideration. The key looks pretty small. Usually keys like that are looking much bigger, but no. So let me show you some basic stuff from this motorcycle. So the loading screen takes a few seconds, a little bit longer than most motorcycles, but that's okay because this motorcycle has a lot of features. Loading gauges, engine. Okay, so over here we have the first indicator. That's not the main one, that's the main one. So over here we can see how much fuel left for us for the rest of the ride. Over here we have trip, speed, northwest, indicator where you're riding. Temperature outside, which is in Celsius, but believe me, it's hot over here. What else? Let me show you the other one. And again, trip and everything you need, gear, whatever. Additional settings, gauges. You can adjust the brightness if you want a lower or darker. Riding modes, rain, standard, sport. I'm using the standard and I'm having much fun. Traction control. Probably if you want to slide your motorcycle or have like a wheelies or stuff like that, that's where you're going to have fun with it. Connecting your phone, of course, I don't need it. Music, if you want to connect your phone again and change everything you want. Settings, there are additional settings. VIN number, model, software, odometer. Next oil change, it means just the next time you're visiting your local shop for maintenance. Other settings, themes, just if you wanted to have it dark or white. Bluetooth devices, languages, system information, everything you need. Time, of course, time zone, everything you want. Motorcycle, again, oil life, cylinder deactivation. I turned it on, I didn't feel anything. So diagnostics, everything you want. So that's basically it. There are some settings over here, as you can see, if you want to change it from the main one to the secondary one, but that's basically it. So really weird button. But you know what, I think we talked too much and I should let you hear this wonderful motorcycle and how it sounds. So let's change it into gear, which again makes the whole experience pretty good, and turn it on. Beautiful. You have sound from the engine and you have a lot of sound from the exhaust. So yeah, I think we had a lot to talk about. So this very motorcycle can do anything, everywhere. And what do I mean by that? You have kind of a Harley engine, kind of V-twin. You have a lot of horsepower. You have a lot of CC. You have a lot of maneuver. You have enough stop. You have loud exhaust. You have wonderful and useful dashboard. Electronics everywhere. Whatever you need. Cruise control. Oh, by the way, that's how it sounds. The riding experience, the whole riding experience is just great. Over here, this motorcycle costs 123,000 shekels, which means roughly $40,000, maybe something like that, along those lines, and that makes this motorcycle very, very, very expensive, at least for me. And some people would probably enjoy riding it either way, even though it's expensive and it just looks like one of the most beautiful motorcycles on the road. But it's extremely expensive, and yeah, but I think it's somewhat worth the price. So if you are considering buying this motorcycle, you're going to have a blast. And that's not the old version, that's the new version. So it's lowered, so even if you are inexperienced rider, you're going to have blast with it. You're going to have blast with it because you're going to have fun riding it. You're going to have fun going to meetups with it. It's just overall wonderful, beautiful, great experience. And if you have the money, go buy it. But remember, it's vibrating like hell. So please get used to it. The wheels both are very nice as well. You see the sizes on the back and the rear. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video.